These are the TWS6 from Edifier, and they're awesome. Alright, coming in from Edifier. These are the Edifier TWS6. Now, I'm a little bit biased, I suppose. I'll state that right away because I've been using the TWS5 as my daily earbuds, not as my daily headphones, but my earbuds for the last year, I think, because they are just good, solid headphones. The sound quality from them is not quite as good as my Samsung earbuds, but since one of them broke, I've just been using the Edifier. The TWS6 are some that I am very excited about. They won the IF Design Award, which I remember putting out on the site some time ago. Knowles, Qualcomm aptX. Here we have some of the features on the back. And for the 90 odd quid that you're going to be paying for these, you'll get the Knowles balanced, what is that, Armature drivers, delivering high quality sound with exceptional quality, 8 hours of playback time with 32 hours in total included with the charging case. Tap control for easy operation, convenient wireless control, and Bluetooth 5.0 with Qualcomm aptX. Qualcomm aptX seems to be the big player of the moment. Every set of headphones seems to be bragging about them, so it must be something of note. There we have some of the other specifications on the side there. Bluetooth IPX5 for showers and that kind of thing. Wireless charging, tap control, and stuff. That means on the back of your Samsung Galaxy you can charge the device, or the charge case. Opening up, we have a beautiful array of stuffs. Obviously, we have that nicely labelled silicone ear tips for 12mm. We have different types as well. Okay, so yeah, I can see that's a different colour there. Okay, so there isn't actually anything grabbing me right now to say what the difference is, other than, well, obviously the size here. We've got 13mm, 11mm, and 2 different types of 12mm, which look different. Obviously you can see there, but I'm just swayed by the design of the box here. We have the hooks that allow you, they're optional hooks as well, that allow you to plop them in your ear and keep them in there whenever you're working out. With USB Type-C, and then that must be documentation. So this is a drawer of some description. No, it's not, it's just a little cardboard box. And inside we have the TWS6 function and operation instructions. Okay, simple instructions. There'll be warranty information as well. Warning! What's the warning? Danger of explosion when battery is incorrectly replaced. Good to know. There are all of the hooks. There's a bunch of different sizes. 6 in total. We'll take them out, see what they're like. Hey, come back here. They're a bit of a different design, I have to say. They're odd. They're like socks that must go over the whole headphone. Well, we'll delve into those as we get along. We have a USB Type-C charge cable and some silica to keep everything dry. Over this side, that's not a box. That's not a box either. Ooh, they're pretty heavy, to be honest. And they're nicely protected by some kind of plastic wrap. So this is the charging area, which is on the... Yeah, it's the back of the case, okay. No, it's not, it's on the front of the case, it opens that way. Alright. So let's have a quick look around it and see what it looks like. So it's a very glossy black plastic with a silver indent for the hinge at the back, There appears to be a button there for whatever reason, which we will explore later on. The USB Type-C charge point is on the bottom, and we have some just typical CE information and things. Nothing on that side. Edifier written proudly on top. Open her up, which we're now testing because a pair of headphones I had seemed to like to do that. The button on the back is actually the pairing button. Okay, so to pair we need to open the case and then press the button. And we have Edifier right and left. We have Edifier TWS6, and then down here we have Edifier TWS6L. So the right and left. I have just done this to see if just to see what way it actually works. Because I wouldn't like to think that you have to have dual Bluetooth on this. Okay, so I'm going to go away for an hour and do a little bit of stuff around the house, listening to various different music and podcasts, and I'm going to phone a friend as well and see how well they sound for all those kinds of things. Because of the shiny blackness on here, the focus is having a bit of bother. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using these because I'm such a big fan of the previous model. Right, let's do that. Alright, the simple fact is I am not an audio snob, but right now I'm quite happily prepared to say that these are some of the finest headphones I've ever had in my head. I really like them. Everything that I played through well, Google Play Music and my podcast client sounded really, really good. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go and say that these compare in any way to, say, the £600 Sennheiser headphones that I have, but for £90, these things are stonking. I will point out a few flaws before I do go on about how great these are. The first is there isn't actually an indicator anywhere around here to show you that these are charging or that they are fully charged. I couldn't quite work out. Now, call me colorblind if you like, or call me unobservant, but I haven't been able to spot an LED when you plug them in to charge or when you whack them on the back. I think it's that way around, to do wireless charge. It's only that this phone tells me that something is charging. There's a little red light here to indicate that these are charging. That's something that I'm not quite used to. The Galaxy earbuds have little charger indicators on the front, something like these that I've had a look at previously or possibly in the future, depending on whenever I decide to release either of these videos. These have little LEDs that are very obvious as to what charge level you're at, but there's nothing on these. When you open them, you just get these two little red LEDs inside to show you that they're paired or pairing. Now, that's the only real negative I can actually come up with against these, the lack of an LED. If these last for the allotted 36 hours that Edifier are saying, then I don't think these will ever leave my pocket. Save for charging, obviously, or I can leave them in my car charging on my phone or something like that. USB Type-C around here makes them infinitely more chargeable no matter where you are. They are so tiny that they are perfect to put away in anywhere else. They're not a particularly chunky or big box, and because they've got that extra battery capacity, I'm quite happy with the width of them, because they are somewhat wider than something else. These give 24 hours worth. These 36. Quite happy with that. That'll take you anywhere in the world. The design of the headphone themselves, I'll just make sure there's no ear chud around there so that you're not revolted by that, is really nice. I'll take the earbud off so you can see. Obviously, the ones that came with the unit are absolutely perfect for my ears, so I haven't checked any of the other ones inside the case. We have the driver there. They're just black plastic. There's Pogo plugs there. There's a right, and then you have the touch sensitive thing, which I guess I'll hold that as the negative, because I always do prefer an actual clicky button so you know you've done something. But I didn't really have too much of a problem with the the controls of tapping for next and answering calls and things, that it just seems a bit more intuitive. But perhaps that is because I have been using the TWS6 for some time. Calls worked flawlessly. I sounded crystal clear at the other end of them, so that worked very well too. And otherwise, I just had a really good experience with them. I can't fault them too much. Now, I haven't tested out these doohickeys, so that slips on like a sock, and then it gives you access to the pogo plugs, and it'll keep it in your ear a little bit more, which is beautifully done. I'm really impressed that Edifier have gone to this level. Obviously, some people are going to be using these in the gym, but might not want to use them in the gym all the time. May not want the ear hooks on all the time. I probably won't use them, but I'll give them a go one day if I start to notice that they fall out. But they feel rock solid in my ear, and I'm really quite impressed by the grip that they have inside my ear. Ultimately, I'm going to go and give these a really big and encouraged thumbs up, because I love them. I really do love them. They are top-notch headphones for the money. I did notice that currently they are unavailable on Amazon, but they will be around about £90 whenever they are available. And if you're in the market for spending that much money on a pair of headphones, these are these are terrific. You can go £150 and get yourself the Samsung options, or £200 to £300 and get yourself the Apple versions. But these Edifiers are banging. They're absolutely incredible. I really do like them. Every note that came out of these was perfect, pin sharp, what you would expect from high-end headphones, and yet they're 90 quid. Terrific. I heartily recommend them and endorse them in every way. These are my new everyday headphones. I will be taking them with me everywhere. With 36 hours of battery life, that means I need to charge them maybe once a week. Yeah, that was about 4 hours. Maybe once every fortnight I'll be able to charge these, and just forget about them. They're usually pretty good. They tell you when they're about 50% done. I haven't managed to do that inside the time I've had them. It's only been a day, and obviously they're not worn in. They haven't quite found themselves, but initially out of the case they sound fantastic, so I just imagine the experience is only going to get better. So I'm going to stop gushing about them because I'm sure you get the idea, and I'm just going to go on record and say I love these, absolutely love them. Check them out, the Edifier TWS6. So if you want to get in touch, or you have any questions or things you'd like to say about them down below, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Remember to tune into the Tech Addicts podcast on a Sunday with myself and Andy talking about all kinds of nonsense. And then, of course, Talk Sport on a Wednesday morning at midnight for Inspector Gadget, where we talk over more nonsense. And other than that, take care.